Hello and welcome to episode 19 of Scratch Social at recording. We have surpassed St. Patrick's Day. How was your Paddy's weekend? Oh my God, Paddy! But you're Podrick, so he's not Paddy.
Lá féile Pádraig, yeah.
Did you have a good day? Did you go to the parades? Anything like that?
Didn't do one parade. Didn't do anything.
Nice.
I've been not at work. I've had a 5-day weekend. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Because I'm one of those people that on January 1st goes, what is the optimum PTO to take this year? Paid time off. And we covered it off with our Irish amateur schedule. And I advised people, take the Monday off. And that because I did.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, didn't do anything. So my kids are 5 and 2, so like it'd be a bit of a hassle to get them both to a parade. The 5-year-old would be happy waiting around, the 2-year-old not so much. So to keep family dynamics positive for the day, we just had fun for the day. We loads of colour and dressed in green, did loads of St. Patrick's Day, very wholesome family stuff at home. Went out on their bikes. It brightened up around 3-4 o'clock yesterday, so went out for a cycle around the estate, trying to get the 5-year-old off stabilisers and trying to get the 2-year-old to use her brakes.
Oh, so cute.
So, yeah.
Oh, very
But,
good.
what were you up to? Pinting? Are you doing this one slightly drunk?
No. I haven't touched.
I didn't think so.
I haven't touched a pint of plain in a good couple of weeks. I'm enjoying being teetotal for a while. But no, it was really good. It was relaxing. I managed to get a bit of golf practice in as well over the weekend. Did some short game practice over Paddy's, which was great. Bit of bunker work. Bit of bump and run, a little bit of putting. Myself and Kev, like we just play competitions and games all the time. So it's just a great way to get yourself going, isn't it?
Question for you. Which club is the bump and run club?
For me,
Or do you
it really depends on what I'm hitting into, but I would generally use a pitch and
Player.
wedge or a 52.
player? I'll use the 8-iron. Links land, baby. Links land.
Nice.
Or a cheeky hybrid.
Yes. Isn't that called a Texas wedge?
No, that's the old putter. If you get the putter out.
Sorry, yeah.
Yeah. My favourite chip to hit is like the hybrid little bump.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just not very good at it, that's all. No, I did decent week, yeah. So decent week, few days off. Zero golf, bar the first day. Did a bit of a charity day on Friday. Actually, the golf was cancelled for the course we were doing the charity day at, due to the conditions. There was like a monsoon rain the night before and the couple of days leading up to it, so granted the golf course wasn't able to withstand it. And then one of the lads at work was like, "Do you want to come play Druids? They have a few lines open there. We'll be there in 40 minutes. And when you get asked, you don't turn that one down.
No.
I was like, "Yeah, I'll be there. I'll see you in the car park there now in about 40 minutes. So there's a bit of a chain gang from N7, N50. Last Friday, played Druids Glen. It was in ferociously good condition considering the weather this country has gotten. So yeah, I'm very excited at potentially having the opportunity later in the summer. Give another 6 weeks, 8 weeks. It is all the signs of something that's going to be absolutely pristine this year. Yeah.
Wow. Talk to me about its difficulty rating. Is it hard? Is it gettable? What are the fairways like? Wide, narrow? I've never been there.
Never been there. It's where I almost said Sevi. It's where Sergio won his first tournament. He won the Irish Open, I think it was in 1995. I would say front nine lulls you into false sense of security. I think you used that line on Concrete, did you? Way back when?
Yeah.
And back nine then really separates the beginner from the intermediate, the girls from the women, the boys from the men. And once you hit kind of 12 on, there's just card record after card record. It was end of March when we played it. Lovely 4-ball between us. And green tees, so the forward ones. One short of the forward tees, we'll say. In light of the conditions, it made it very playable from that space. So kind of up and around par 5s and 2, which is nice. The kind of most famous holes there are kind of 12 and 13. Celtic Cross on the walkway down on the par 3, and then the 13th right after it. I think it's I think it's like up there with the hardest par fours in the country, to be honest.
Wow.
But so I hit 3-wood 6-iron when during the summer you're probably hitting, playing off the further back, like the white tees, whatever, you're probably hitting driver 4-iron.
Wow.
Yeah. So, and it almost goes like 90 degrees right as well. And you've water down the right. And yeah, there's a lot of trouble that you can't even see. So, it's definitely up there, one of my favorites in the country. It'll be in the top 10. It has new owners now, I think. It has a new general manager. So looking forward to seeing what they're going to do at the place and maybe what tournaments we might see there over the next few years.
Wow. I only see amazing things about Druids Glen online. So it's good to hear it from the horse's mouth. I did a little bit of trackman work over the weekend as well. And I actually played.
I love how you call it work. Because I do the same. I'm like, I went in now and did some real work, real graft.
Oh, yeah, I'm
Did some
taking this.
wedge work or trackman work.
Paddy, since we have created this podcast, I am taking my golf so seriously. So I went into the Trackman at Limerick Golf Club, played the first 6 holes at Lahinch. I only got 6 in because I was running out of time. It didn't feel easy when I didn't know where I was going. But the reason I did it is because I did enter. Well, I tried to enter the south of Ireland, but it's only the top 60 players based on your handicap get in. So I'm currently 63 on the list. I don't know. I think maybe it's like 2 weeks before they actually announce the tee times. So I'll see if I get in or not. But sure, I may as well try learn about Lahinch. And you know what? I'd never done that with the Trackman. I'd actually never been like, right, I'm going to go to the Trackman, play this course, and now know where I'm hitting it because there's obviously a lot of blind shots. So it was great and I can't wait to go back. And even if I don't get into the south, or even if I do, at least I'll be a little bit familiar with Lahinch because I've only played it 3 or 4 times in my life. So that was great. Great way to use the Trackman. It totally changed my perspective on things.
What type of a buzz or psyche do you have even knowing that you've registered for the championship, like the South of Ireland Women's Championship?
There's 2 things, actually. I've been thinking about this a lot. I'm so excited. I would love to just get in to play in the first ever South of Ireland. However, the quality of amateur golfers in Ireland is so high that I need to practice so much to even try like make the cut, whatever it is. I don't actually have any high expectations of myself. I just want to, if I do end up playing, I want to go and know that I played well. And even if I didn't shoot a score near what was needed, that's totally fine. So I'm taking it seriously. I'm thinking about it. And if I don't get in, I don't get in.
I think that's fantastic, first of all, right? That you're at a level that you can even enter. But should you get in, and I think this might be good advice, is something I take when I'm in like Tina for Junior Cup or playing in, what I will hope to bring to the Mid-Evan Portland should I get in, is like, I've done the work to get to this first tee. I'm not putting myself under any pressure now for performance. I'm just going to go try and enjoy this experience. The work has been put in. The work I've done or you've done will get you to that first tee. So like, should you get in, fingers crossed, we'll keep grafting, keep the work going in. But like, even if it's like your monthly medal at home or the club championship, in my home club is like the middle of May, I'll be like, the work done now, I'm here. There's no pressure to perform. Whatever happened will happen.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, thank you. I totally agree. And it's, since even when I entered and paid and like, you know, I don't know if I've even a chance because there's so many very, very low handicap golfers, but it does make you like pull the socks up a little bit. And like now I feel like I've more of a reason to structure my practice. And I think it just means like I've calendared in my calendar, like other competitions that I'm entering. I haven't entered them yet, but now that I know I'm aiming towards something, Paddy, it's like, yes, okay, your golf, your practice has a reason now. Whereas before I'd just be going for the crack, do you know?
Yeah, you're like Kerry now, like the Kerry footballers or the Limerick hurlers. You're trying to peak for June, July. You don't want to peak for the first round of the championship. You want to peak for the final time.
Yes,
you know?
yes.
I don't know when Cam Young is going to be peaking, but he won the Players on Sunday. Did you watch any of it? Much of it?
I watched 5 hours of it. I watched every single shot of those last 2 groups. I actually, do you know what I did, Paddy? As I was watching it, I was writing notes. I was actually writing notes on my phone ahead of recording. And it's funny now looking back at them. So I said, watch the whole final round. Cam Young was so patient all day long. That was the thing. I was sitting down and I was looking at him and he was just so cool, calm, and collected. And after the third or fourth, I actually said to Kev, I think he's going to do very well here if Ludwig throws it away. And then look how it ended up. One thing as well I noticed was he played 17 and 18 so incredibly well, Paddy, and the bravery of a human being to take the driver that he did, 375 yards and 18. I think that's one of the best PGA Tour drives in history. Not even to have that much balls to do that and that much confidence in yourself. Would you agree?
I would agree. I think like he went for on 17. So he's from New York, he's got cojones. But I loved, he was asked about like why he hit driver, and he was like, well, I was focused on two things. One was where he was aiming, and two, all he was saying to himself was, I'm going to hit the best golf shot of my life now. And using it as a motivator versus you and I, or maybe other folks who are listening to this, might be on our 18th tee box or our signature hole, or maybe where there's water somewhere. I'm like, I really hope I don't hit it over there. And you might be even say it, I can hear myself saying it to other people, on the 12th hole in the hinge. Yes, I hope I don't hit left on this one, lads. But look at Cam Young. Cam Young is like, I'm going to hit the best mother effing golf shot of my life now.
Yeah.
And that is very simple sentence to say, but it's incredibly motivating, So I'm going to take that. Obviously, there'll be a moment in a round. Sometimes you can't be saying it on every golf shot, or maybe you can.
Yeah.
But like, I never think that in the 18th, my home club. I'm like, let's just find a fairway here. Let's keep away from them bunkers up the right at 240 and 260. I can smell the Guinness. Don't go left because that's the Ennis-Timon Road. That's what's in my head. And more often than not, I hit a massive high block out right for the bunkers and I have to lay up and I'm at best putting for 5, which is par. But anymore, I'm going to Cam Young it. On the 18th tee especially, I'm going to, no matter what my score is, I'm going to hit the best mother effing golf shot of my life now.
Yeah.
Just watch.
Yeah.
Watch this drive, boys.
Yeah, he was amazing. And you know what? Matt Fitz was so gracious in defeat. What an absolute gent. He was so happy for him he won. Not 1 ounce of disappointment shown, even if he felt it internally. He was incredible, going up to Cam, going up to his family, congratulating them. Like, that's just unbelievable to see, isn't it? That's so inspiring. That's the type of leadership we need to actually see more of in sport and in golf. Like, when you lose, be that gracious in defeat.
No, absolutely. Like, it wasn't like he lost the tournament. Cam Young very much won the tournament.
Yes.
So you kind of just have to take a step back and go, well, I wasn't beating that today.
Yeah.
Like he tried his best. Obviously, he was 5 under for his own round, I think, in the end.
Yeah.
But plenty of us will go, F that guy, but considering the rivalry that they would have had back in Bethpage, like last September, isn't too far away. There would be most likely be on Ryder Cups in the future. So yeah, it was fantastic to see that level of sportsmanship is still in the game.
Definitely.
Even though there's peak rivalries on the stage at the moment, the USA versus Europe. Yeah.
Yeah. And just before we move on, I do want to talk about Ludwig because he is such a star. He's amazing. And look, the same thing happened to him at the BMW PGA. He's only 26. He has so much to learn. However, King was it driver, the wood on 12 and driver on 13, or wood on 11 and driver on 12? When he stood up with the driver on that short par 4, I was shouting at the TV and I was like, just his caddy is so experienced. And I know he was sure of himself, but just get it. And this is the patience that Cam Young and Matt Fitzpatrick had. Matt Fitzpatrick took an iron out onto that, hit it onto the fairway, and I think he parred it in the end. But like that could have kept the trophy for Ludwig. It doesn't matter now, but I just think in that moment the caddy should have really,
Yeah, maybe he did. I love watching No Laying Up's YouTube because they have a bit of access to their sponsorships. Our sponsorship table is open, folks. With like the Titleist, so access to Titleist players. So like Jordan Spieth talks about Michael Greller, that Michael has, I think it's 2 vetoes a week. Something like that. Might be 1 veto a day or 2 vetoes a week or 3 vetoes a week or whatever. When he goes, hey, Jordan, not the call. So I don't know what the setup with Ludwig and his very tenured caddy is, but it'd be interesting to see if we can find some clips, some crowd work clips of maybe that tee box and see was there a conversation, because I'll be honest, I was putting the kids to bed, so I missed those vital 4 holes. Ludwig had a 3-shot lead when I left, and when I came back, he wasn't even in the top 5. So I was like, what happened to Swede?
No, but he's amazing. He has majors in the bag ahead of him. Like he is. If you were to ask me, like, who do you think will win a couple of majors in the next few years and have a bit of like top 5, top 3 dominance, I definitely put Ludwig Aberg in there. Oberg, sorry, in there 100%.
I go one further and I call him Obear because I'm continental. Nice. I agree with you. Yeah, like he's an absolute, like the robot or whatever. But what I love about Ludwig is when he gets over the ball, I think he's 5 seconds or less before he hits the ball.
Unreal.
I think it's the best thing in golf. Now, there's a bit of time when he stands behind the ball, and obviously there's like a line he crosses, and once he takes that initial step forward, there's no more thinking about golf swing or golf shot or flight or whatever. I think we can all aspire to that level of commitment to execution over the golf ball. Rory mentioned it. Like, that's one of the things he does admire about Ludwig is once he gets in behind the ball, it's pop, pop, bang, like it's gone.
Unreal. He is my new favourite swing. I have to say his swing is perfection to me. But anyway, enough about the Players' Championship. We probably should talk about LIV Golf and the fact that Bryson DeChambeau won in Singapore after what looked like a bit of a chaotic playoff. I didn't see a lot of it. I just saw him winning in the end. I really like Bryson. You know what? A win is a win. He's a good player. He's a grafter. He's held on to his laurels and stuck with LIV, and you know he's putting in the graft and he's winning the trophies, so fair play.
All I saw from LIV Golf last week was a couple of clips on social media of him hitting a recovery shot and falling into a bunker. So while the best players in the world were duking it out in the Players, Bryson was falling into bunkers, where I think was the headline on that one.
Yeah, but sure, look, it is, you know, it's what he chose. And then just a couple of other bits. So on the LPGA Tour, Mi-Hang Lee won the Blue Bay LPGA in China. Leona Maguire and Lauren Walsh were playing in that as well, which was great. Hannah Green is on fire as well. So she followed her Singapore win with a home win at the Australian Open. And she's the first woman in 12 years to win her home Open of Australia. So I thought that was amazing and really, really good news for the gals. Hopefully in Ireland this year we might have a home winner of the Irish Open. You never know.
No pressure, Lauren. And the other 16 Irish players, no pressure.
Exactly. And then just one more piece of news is that Limerick Golf Club have announced that they are going to be hosting the 116th Irish PGA Championship. That's pretty cool. That's really, really good news, especially with everything going on around the area for the Ryder Cup. And they haven't had a tournament there since JP's Pro-Am back in 2000. Fair play to them, and I think that'll be a great event.
It will. Sure, Limerick can't really do it on the hurling pitch, or they're trying to bring other sports back into the county now to make up for it and get a bit of footfall in the place. So yeah, whatever they can do, I suppose.
Just wait and see, Lynch. Wait and see.
I'll see you in Thurles over the summer, no doubt.
Oh God. So that wraps up our news for the week. Now, as always, our DMs are open. We've had a couple of DMs, but what we're going to do is just save them for next week because we have a big couple of weeks ahead with the Masters build up. We're going to have a special Masters episode as well as our regular episode next week. So what we wanted to do this week was keep sharing our interests, what we like about golf, what we don't like, favourite players, etc. So I have a new segment for you this week, Paddy, and I'm going to ask you the questions this week, and then next week you are going to ask them to me. So I'll get right into it. Paddy, who is the best golfer to never win a major?
Sergio.
Nice choice. I thought
Sergio Garcia, yeah.
Very good.
Not so Quickfire, sorry.
No, this is all good. Toughest course you've ever played?
Olympic Club.
Oh my God, have you played the Olympic Club?
Played Olympic Club, yeah, the Lakes course, which has had 5 US Opens. Played it in 2018. I was over there for work, for induction. We went to San Francisco for a week. So I was over the weekend before, and I got out and got hosted by a lovely guy who was in financial services consultant, brought me out. Yeah, like the fourth hole, I hit a perfect tee shot, hit the middle of the green, pin was up the back, and just went bounce, went about 10 yards past, and my lovely host calls across the fairway, "You just got US Open, Paddy." So yeah, it's a difficult golf course.
Wow. Wow. We might do a deep dive on that in future, and you can show us a few photos if you have any.
I think I have a shot by shot on YouTube if you go scroll back far enough. On
Nice.
really, really bad quality. I must have recorded it on a potato. But it is there, I think. What was I going to say? They've had 5 US Opens. It's the one where GMAC came second to Webb Simpson, so people might remember that one. Yeah, it's an incredibly tough golf course.
Wow.
Yeah.
Jesus, didn't know that. The player you'd want to be paired with in a Ryder Cup match against the US.
Shane Lowry.
Nice. And look, I know we should do like a full segment on this, but I do think it would be interesting for listeners to know what is in your bag.
What's in my bag? We might do my bag this week and your bag next week. If people want to see it on the YouTubes, let us know, because that's an easy one we can put together and just stick it on a phone and a tripod or whatever. What's in my bag? I'm lucky enough now that through the other podcasts I do, the golf clubs are sponsored by Derek and Four Golf Custom. Derek, Don, Jill and Christine take care of me. What's in the bag? Well, I have where do you want to start? Do you want to start with like the bag itself? I have
Go on.
I have four golf bags, Eimear.
The current bag.
I have 4 golf bags. It's currently in a Titleist Links Legend that my mammy bought for me for my birthday about 3 years ago. It's got the Hinge logo on it. So that goes somewhere when I'm being brought places or playing for the club. It's nice and slick. I've got what is the driver? It's not AI Smoke, it's the one after it. It's a Callaway Paradigm Triple Diamond 9.5 degree. Don't ask me the ground. I'm not looking at my clubs. They're in the bathroom downstairs because I have a golf lesson Thursday, so I didn't bring them all the way out to the office here. I have Callaway Paradigm Triple Diamond 3-wood. I have a Mizuno CLK Hybrid 19 degrees. The 3-wood is dialed down to 13 degrees, so it's a strong 3-wood. And the hybrid is dialed down to 19 degrees, so it's like a 2-ish iron, 2+ wood. I have Mizuno 4, 5, 6 iron in the cavity back, and then I have 7 through pitch and wedge MP20s blades because I'm a fancy dance. Think I'm fantastic. And I have the Mizuno T3 wedges. I think I mentioned before I have the kids' names on them, so Christopher wouldn't fit in a wedge to stamp it, but Dino does. That's his nickname. Because when he was born, I lived in Italy. Used to follow AC Milan and Ronaldinho.
Oh.
Played for them. So when I was playing soccer for a local team, when I lived there, I was fond of a nutmeg. So they called me, you'll hear from the 40, 50 people watching, "Oh, Dino." That was my kind of nickname in Italy, so I gave to Christopher. So that's why Dino is on the 50 degree, Sophie's on the 54, and Paige is on the 58. And then I alternate between, currently the Lab is winning the putter wars for the top pocket of the bag. So I have a
I want to talk
that
about
does
that.
raise that it does raise some eyebrows. I don't have it with me at the moment. It's in the house, but I have a Lab Oz, the one that Adam Scott helped design. So it's not the weird looking ones. It actually looks like fairly traditional mallet style putter. And that kicked the Scotty Cameron Triple Black Phantom Limited Edition 9.5M out of the bag. So yeah.
Wow. I love how you know like your stats, your points and all that. That's very good. I don't know any of mine. I need to rehearse this for next week to even look what irons I have. Yeah, Lab putter. So I tried my
Yeah.
friend Chloe's Lab putter the other day. I was just putting really badly and she very kindly was like, "Why don't you give this a go?" Really like how it looks when you stand over it. And it's lighter than I thought. Her one is anyway in
Oh yeah.
particular. Um Yeah, it's I could totally like give it a go, and I love the idea of the lab. I just think the technology is amazing, and I rolled the ball much better when I hit a few putts with it.
Well, I know you frequent the mainland, as the English like to call it. See, I work with a lot of customers that are UK customers, and they do like to call it the mainland, and I stand my ground on that one, so I kind of use it, taking the piss out of them now. But I would recommend you getting fit. So all the lab stuff you'll see is like, oh, get fit online, take a video of yourself down the line, and blah blah. I'm like, no.
No, I wouldn't.
Like I'm like, that's fine if you know your putting is like off the wall, needs improvement. I would say if you're, and people might hate me for this now, but I'd say if you're 10 or less, get fit in person. If you're over a 10 handicap, then fine, do the online, because you'll get an improvement out of it. But what I liked about getting fit in person, so I was in the UK for work, and I was on the tarmac in Dublin going, actually, like if there's a place nearby, I could get fit in person and see what they feel like, the difference between an insert and no insert, see what the different alignment options are in person, as opposed to thinking on the website, well, do I want a thick line or a narrow line, or do I want dots or not dots, or what do they look like together? I'm obviously OCD, as a lot of people know, and I'm a bit of a feel player, and I fancy myself as a golfer, so I want to feel and touch stuff. So I would recommend getting fit in person. The massive difference between an insert and a no insert. I hit 2 balls with and 2 balls without, and I was like, insert for me. Previous to even thinking about getting fit in person, I was like, sure, I'll go no insert, and I'll just black out the whole thing, no alignment aids or nothing. And I came out and I have like a T-bar alignment on it, and it makes it so easy for lining up. But yeah, check it out, the YouTube video, folks, when you see Paddy's Spots in the bag soon, because I
Definitely.
could go on about forever. Because that's why I did engineering in college, is because I wanted to go design golf clubs. So that's why I made the
Oh,
dots and the ones
class.
and the 0.5s on my clubs and stuff.
Wow.
Um,
Let's do a video
yeah,
on that next week for everyone. I'll do my side and you do your side. And yeah, that would be awesome, definitely. And yes, I would definitely, as you mentioned, with lab putters, any putter, just get a fitting in person. Unless you're like, if you're trying to get really low and be the best player you can be, you may as well do it in person. So yeah, for sure. Um, oh, I think you've a little game for me now this week.
I have a little game for you. Yeah, I have a little game for you, and I'm just trying to pick which golfer will guess this week. Okay, I've got it.
Okay.
This week's Name the Player. Eimear, you ready?
Yes.
Okay. You 5 clues. I think you did it in 2 clues last time. Okay, so let's see, can we get in 2 clues? 5 clues or less. Let's go. Clue number 1. I once won 4 times in a single European Tour season.
Clue 2.
I'm known for my intense practice routines.
Oh my God, there's so many players who practice very intently. I'm
They're pretty broad clues, but yeah, 4-time European Tour winner. And I'm known, like I am social media known for my intense practice routines. Everybody works hard on tour.
See, this is where, like, now that you've said social media, like when I think about practice routines, and like I would think VJ Singh, because he was like a unbelievable man to practice. Like,
Is that the guess?
yes, go on. I'll give it VJ Singh.
Clue number 3, because you're wrong. I'm from Scandinavia. I don't know if he won 4 times yet on the European Tour, especially
One
not
of the
won 4
Hoygaards.
times in one season. I won 4 times in one season.
One of the Hoygaards. Who the hell is from Scandinavia? Victor Hovland, Nikolai Hoygaard, Rasmus Hoygaard.
They're just about Scandinavia. They're Danish.
Oh, yeah.
That's still Scandinavia, though.
Lynn Grant.
My swing tempo is incredibly smooth. This is clue 4.
Incredibly smooth.
Notably smooth.
Notably smooth. I should have really tried to ask, were you a man or a woman?
DP World Tour season. Give you that.
Smooth swing.
I am a man.
Oh my God, at
As
least we can
as
cut
my
out
kids
this
say,
delay.
big fella.
I'm Scandinavian.
I've won 4 times in a single DP World Tour season. I'm known for my intense practice routines. I'm from Scandinavia. My swing tempo is incredibly smooth.
Oh my God, is Sepp Straka from Scandinavia?
He's from Austria. So no.
That's not my guess. Oh my God, a smooth. I'm going to kick myself for this so much.
It's a lot tougher than last week. I'll give you
Good though.
that.
I like this. This is really
It's
getting me
tough.
on my
It's
toes.
tougher.
And if I don't guess it, you're 1-0 up. Or you're 2-1 up. Or whatever the scoring is. Scandinavia is getting to me. A smooth swing from Scandinavia. I am going to. He's probably skinny because all Scandinavians are slim and fit. Probably has good hair. I'm like really on the spot here. I don't know. I'm going to have to bow out.
It's okay not to. You've only had 4 clues.
Oh, I've only had 4 clues. What's the last one?
I'm Swedish.
Ludwig Bear.
No, he's not won 4 times in one season.
Henrik Stenson? There's one person I'm missing and I'm going to be so annoyed at myself.
You're out of clues and you're out of time, Eimear. It is Alex Noren.
Damn it. Damn it, damn it, damn it. If you had given me like a Ryder Cup clue now, I might have gotten it, but no. That was
Too
good.
easy. I went full honours level, name this player this week. It was too easy last week. Too easy.
God, Alex Noren's swing is amazing. I'm going to get you back now next week, but within reason. I would have, maybe after like 2 hours, I would have guessed Alex Noren, but not anytime soon. Okay, well done. I lost.
Fear at all? No fear at all.
Okay.
We have it in the WhatsApp group. So I saw this during the week and I sent it on to you. And it's from Ways to Golf. I think it's on Twitter. No, it's on the gram. It's on the gram. And they put up and it kind of follows on from our conversation last week about is the players a fifth major, is it not? So for the rest of your life, if you're only able to watch one set of these tournaments, there's a set A and a set B, which one are you choosing? So set A is the Masters, which is 28 days away at the time this podcast goes up. The PGA Championship, the President's Cup, and the Players. That's set A. And set B is the US Open, the Open, the Waste Management, the Ryder Cup.
Oh my God.
So for those listening, I'll recap. So we've done Eimear and myself. I can answer this one as well. It's an open forum. So tournaments in the set A bracket, and you can't watch any others. Which would you Masters, PGA, President's Cup, and the Players, or set B is the US Open, the Ryder Cup, and the Waste Management at Phoenix.
Okay.
Well, I give you Ways to Golf's opinion. Ways to Golf's caption on this was very aggressive. It's A is the only correct answer. If you choose option B, you're more than likely a communist. No. No. There's a bit of Team America banging off that caption. What do you think, Eimear?
When you said the Masters, then you said the PGA and the waste, or not the Waste Management, the Players, and what was the President's Cup? The minute you asked me, first of all, just for when I give this answer, I always want to watch the Masters. However, I'm going for option B there, Paddy, because I don't want to miss the Ryder Cup. I don't want to miss the Open. The US Open, fine. I'll take Waste Management, fine. But the Masters is the best viewing on the planet. But if I had to choose, I'd rather choose more.
I agree. I would also be a set B person. US Open, difficult golf courses, see them struggle. They're at Rory McIlroy courses. You know, and what I mean by that is they're at historical places, amphitheaters of golf, the Marions, these places. Where else do you say? Like Cypress Points and Pebble Beaches, and the places to play golf. The Open, of course, the Ryder Cup, Waste Management. I can take it or leave it, to be honest. But in set A, you've 2 weakest links there. The President's Cup, I'm sorry, but it's kind of a preamble. It's kind of a prep match. I don't know if the internationals have ever won maybe like decades ago, but not in my lifetime. I don't think they've ever won. Tom Kim and co nearly came close recently. But I just saw that and I sent it to you. That's interesting.
Yep.
What would you pick?
Yep. So next week we will be recording episode number 20 and also a little bit of a Masters preview, which we're very excited about. And let's make our picks, Paddy, by next week's episode. So let's pick our top 5 players and we'll have a little bit of a fun wager on it.
How about this? And this tells you folks now that we don't prepare too hard for these podcasts sometimes. It's like, let's put a wager on it, right? Let's put a tenner into a selected betting agent's, right, account each. Or we can do different ones, but let's pick the same ones so the odds are the same and the payouts are the same. And whatever we make, we'll donate to charity.
Love it. Yeah, done. Love it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Cool.
Deal.
Tenner makes a bit of fun. And I'm very stats driven. I don't make very, aside from personal purchases, when it comes to betting, I don't make any emotional decisions. It's very stat performance driven. So it isn't like, oh, I like Tommy's hair, I'm going to bet on him this week. It's very much, it's very much almost insider trading. You know,
Love it.
Ludwig has an average strokes gained of X per round on this golf course, and he got engaged last week, so he was going to be like, he didn't get engaged. Do you know what I mean? I'll hopefully have the inside track of these guys as well.
Nice.
To what's happening in their personal lives. I just follow Dan Rappaport and figure those out. Up and down of the week, Eimear, such a good segment that we should start releasing mugs up and down of the week. What you got for us?
So my up is I got a little bit of practice in despite the weather. And my down is that my structure is still very poor and it's something I'm working on. So what I actually did to make sure it's not a down next week is when I went to the TrackMan, I brought a notebook and I started writing down all my yardages. I've never done that. So that's when you turn a down into an up. So it was good. All good. Yeah. What is your up and down of the week, Paddy?
Well, similar to yourself now, I got on course. That was only my second round of golf in 2026. So that was really good. I went out with zero expectations, so it was nice to see some reward for the graft, for the work, the real work that's gone in out of hours. To give Ryan Gribben his kudos, not thinking very hard about golf swing.
Great.
So that's easier. Very easy to see where I can improve. So yeah, I did my stats on up game afterwards. Might share them on a story, might not. So yeah, I was forward tees, but it was soft, so kind of that's why they're forward tees to counteract the conditions. So yeah, I surprised myself. So I was very, very happy. Up is also, the plan is in place. I've got a short game lesson this week. We've got practice lined out at the weekend. Got a game of golf in the books. Quick 6 holes, I think, even next week, because there's a bit of an outstretch there now.
Yeah.
An outstretch, even though we can grab a quick 6.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The down. Look, I've not felt the best. I'm looking to be alive, really, with the got the black lung, pap. Got the black lung. But no, like, I'm not going to get down on myself. I would have done 10, 15 years ago. I'm not doing the exercise. Look at the state of me, blah, blah, blah. But I don't do that anymore. I'm a bit more resilient. And I'm doing the best that I can. I'm not going to be coughing and spluttering running down the road. So I've put in not running as my down because I haven't prioritized it, we'll say, in the last 3 weeks. So yeah, a run for me is like if I run from here to the front of the estate, that counts.
Yeah.
That counts.
Yes.
So it's not like I have to go out and start running 5Ks. But yeah, we'll try and sneak that one back in to the diary over the next week. Is a little jaunt or two. That's it, really. Looking forward to a very productive week.
Me too, my friend. Me too. And that wraps up episode 19 of Scratch Social. From me, Eimear.
From me, Paddy.
Slán.
Slán.